So our last interview of the day is with Judy, who works in the galley here. And when did you start on the Native?
I started I'm going in my 5th year after I closed my restaurant in New Westminster.
Oh, right. So what was the restaurant that you owned? Where was that?
It was, originally it was JC's at the corner of Bagby and Columbia.
Okay.
And then I moved it up to the Elks building on 6th and Carnarvon. Mm-hmm. Then the last time I opened it was at 4th and Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
Above laugh lines, or below laugh lines, I should say.
Okay. Wow. Well, if you're interested in doing a longer interview later, we might want to talk to you about your restaurant.
Well, the thing is, the reason that I'm working for them is because of New Westminster.
Yeah.
Because you don't get the support of the local people.
Yeah.
No, we get more support from people like Outline, Burnaby, Coquitlam.
Oh, yeah.
In Vancouver than New Westminsterites.
Oh, wow. Wow.
This is my biggest beef.
Right.
Okay, so that's it.
So when you started here, what year? Or thereabouts?
Okay, I'm just trying to think. 2007?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
2008, I think.
All right.
Because I sold in February of the year, and then I started for them in May.
Okay. Okay, and what did your work as a galley worker entail?
Pardon?
What did your work as a galley worker entail when you started? What does it entail?
Prep. What would you call cooking?
Yeah. Yeah.
My business card from them reads chef.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, but it's like a mixed bag of tricks on here because the thing is you can see our cooking space and stuff like that. You have to improvise and of course be food safe.
Right. And so do you and Helga have a system set up that allows you to work together in that small space?
Yeah, we work well together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. It's amazing because we're both self-sufficient when it comes to doing a job, right? Mm-hmm. So we do a pretty good job together.
Yeah,
we really get along well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's always nice to get along with your coworkers, and it makes a world of difference.
Well, we do here anyway. We're too small.
Yeah.
But if somebody's having a bad day, we know that they're having a bad day, so we always moral support in the whole 9 yards.
Right.
Even with some of the customers sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's great.
Wow. And so the captain was telling me that you guys can make meals for up to like 80 to 100 people in that little kitchen. What's
Easy.
that experience like?
Hectic.
Yeah.
Hectic, but it's nice when it's done.
Right.
But yeah, quite capable of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of times.
Oh, yeah. And have you got training to be a worker on a boat? Any kind of safety
Oh, yes,
training?
I've got my boating.
Oh, yeah.
I did that last year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I got that, and what else? I got mixologist papers, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that comes with being a restaurateur, too.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So did you find that you were well equipped to start working here after your experience as a restaurateur?
Yes, because I did cater. I had done some catering to the Beta Star years back when I was situated in the Elks building. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like it was a real. It was. I was afraid that the first trip out, I was afraid that I may get seasick.
Yeah.
But I had no problem.
Yeah.
So I mean, like it just you fit in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great. This is semi-retired, and it's and I never seen this venue. Right?
Yeah.
I've always been here. I've been here since I came from the Caribou when I was 16 years old.
Right, in New West.
In New West. I did my education in New West. And they opened their business the same year that I opened ours, right? So we never, and the way that I got involved here with these people originally is that somebody had been in my restaurant and they were having a birthday here. They wanted me to make their cake to come here.
Oh, yeah.
And that's... That's how I got.
Oh, wow.
I knew that this existed, right? But I didn't know it because I was 24/7 in my restaurant. So, but this is like when I talk to people about it, it's like having a mini holiday.
Yeah.
And it's so relaxful, especially the ones at Pit Lake.
Yeah.
And just like you come to work here on a holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the water.
So you really enjoy the work, you'd say then?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
And it's a different view of New West than you had working sort of on the waterfront, but not on the water.
Well, you got to remember when I first came to New Westminster, we had the longshoremen off the wharf here. We had King Neptune here too. So I mean, it's really the last 4 to 5 years, it's modernized so much. It's kind of scary because the reason that I settled in New Westminster was because it was that you could meet people on the street and say hi.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've safeguarded myself because I had a restaurant, so I met a lot of people, so I can still go down the street and say hi.
Great.
And they say, "Oh, you're not looking bad for your age now."
And did you have a lot of workers come into your restaurant? Like, would the longshoremen come in for lunches?
Well, see, originally I started out at the Fraser Cafe, the Windsor Hotel.
Okay.
And it was at the time it was commonly called the Bucket of Blood, and that's where the longshoremen cashed their paychecks. They went to town.
Yeah.
And I started in the Fraser Cafe, and that's how I got into
the business.
Yeah. Well, I was going to school. Yeah. So, but it's interesting to see our waterfront changed so much from, we got the longshoremen on that side. My brother-in-law is a longshoreman.
Oh, yeah.
But I can remember when they had the cannery here. The first job I ever applied for was at the cannery.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And did you get it?
No. I guess I was too young or something like that. But no, it was really, really a nice... It's New Westminster. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I've traveled a fair amount too, right? But I mean, I love it. I've lived at that address since '86.
Oh wow!
So, and I've always lived in a radius of where I worked. I worked in Sapperton. I could come to the Fraser Cafe and open up for breakfast at 3:00 in the morning.
Right.
And on the other side, I had a house in Bridgeview, and it'd take me a couple of minutes, and I was right here.
Sure.
So, I mean, and this is just, if I really don't feel like driving, I can walk down the hill, walk up, and
that's great, yeah. Nice days and things like that, absolutely.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
So is there anything you guys like to know?
Other questions, guys?
Anything
in particular?
Yeah, you talk about your relationship with New Westminster, and it seems very dear to you. And you seem also frustrated about the lack of support that the locals offer.
Well, it's okay. No, it's like this. If you wanna take a few hours and stuff and stand look at the boat itself, and people come up and they'll take pictures. Yeah, I belong to the Lions of New Westminster too. And the thing is, on our thing we have New Westminster. The Paddle Wheelers supports a lot of charities in New West.
Wow.
And that is I get mad. I keep threatening that one of these days I'm going to hit City Hall. I do the in the park thing under the Paddle Wheeler. I used to do it as Judy's Restaurant. I get frustrated with the city because we have people come to look at the paddle wheeler. They don't treat us. You know, I mean, this is a tourist attraction.
Right.
We should have more input. I mean, they should have more input, favoring us a little bit.
Sure.
But they don't.
Sure. Yeah.
So I mean, that's my biggest beef. You know, how can you exist if you don't get the support from your own city?
That's right. Yeah.
And every once in a while I get on a high horse and I really do. I want to go to City Hall and tell them off. And I know most of them in City Hall.
Yeah, you've been feeding them for a while, eh?
Yeah.
What sort of support do you?
No, I mean make it more visual that we are here. We are a tourist attraction, but they don't. We exist. They pay taxes. They pay high mortgage and high this and high that. And we have people from Asia and that they come and they stand there and they want their pictures taken in front of the boat
Right.
and stuff like that because they've never seen anything like this.
Right.
And that's all I'm asking for is the city to acknowledge the paddle wheeler as a tourist attraction in New Westminster.
That you can get on and go for a cruise. And
Yeah, and I mean, it's no,
yeah.
we're an asset. They are an asset to our community. A big one.
It really is, yeah. I didn't know that this. I've lived just over the river for my whole life. I didn't know that you guys were here, and it certainly does offer like a different view of the river than you'd ever see. Like I drive over the Patella Bridge every morning, and I look out my window, and it looks really nice down there. But you never have time to stop and
but
look
I mean,
at it.
it's such a little bit of time out of your life to see something, and it
Sure is, yeah.
the narrative and stuff like that. You learn. It's interesting. That's what can I say?
Right.
I love the boat, and it's like I work the Beta Star. That's what they call my boat, but this is a good part of my boat too. My
Right.
thing, but. You can't. I says I've got my own yacht there,
Yeah.
and then I've got my own power wheeler.
There you
too.
go, yeah.
So I get paid to be here.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I get a paycheck. Which in a restaurant, when you own a restaurant, you don't get a paycheck.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to get my 2 cents in.
Oh
I'm
no!
sorry.
Thank you so much for You were our last one that we needed to get on the record. But thank you so much for chatting with us.
Okay, and I gotta get back.
We'll let you go. Yeah, I know you
Okay.
guys have a quick
thank you.
turnaround. Thank you too, Judy.